Where do you want to go? Give me a caller. Who do you want to speak to? Let's go and speak to... Oh, we got Khalid, our favourite Arsenal fan on the line. Khalid, good evening and welcome.
Hello, Jason.
How are you? I bet after about 30 minutes yesterday, Khalid, you were sweating. Hey, I bet you were thinking, I've got to phone Cundy and Goldstein.
Yeah. Hey? Here we go. Yeah. Perry, pleasure, mate. I mean, you gave our club 6 fantastic years, and it's nice to have an Arsenal man on the panel for once, you know. I mean, Andy and Jason, they never want to talk about Arsenal unless we're losing. When we're losing, it's headline news.
Khalid, we speak about you most weeks, though, Khalid.
That's
why.
That is when you're a massive club, Khalid. That's why.
Exactly, yeah. No, just to get on the game, I thought it was a superb game of football, by the way. Credit to the Premier League. I mean, probably game of the season for the neutrals. But, half-time I was a bit... was sweating a little bit.
Were you reconsidering, Khalid? Were you reconsidering your line, your now very infamous line, that Arteta is the joint second best manager in the league? Were you thinking, God, I'm in a bit of trouble here, I'm up against it? Were you worried or not?
Well, I'll get on to that.
Okay.
For the first 30 minutes, we were still on the team bus, and that was emphasised by West Ham's second goal. Schoolboy error, turned our back on the ball, and just caught us napping, to be honest. But after that, I mean, we were magnificent, and it was a monstrous comeback. And in the end, I was disappointed not to win the game. And I want to give a mention to Callum Chambers, because he
played well yesterday.
Came back from a horrible injury, Perry, ACL. You know, they're not easy to come back from, and he's hardly played any minutes. And he put in a man-of-the-match performance, along with my man of the match, which was Odegaard. And
so you had 2 men of the match?
What a player.
You had 2 of them?
What a player. What a player. I mean, he bossed it the second half. And, we started really bad, but we played 3 games in 6 days, and probably the worst 30 minutes I've seen Arsenal play, arguably worse than Spurs played against us in the North London derby. But I'll tell you what the difference is. The difference is we've got a top manager in Arteta, and he got into them at half-time. And they came out, and every single player, to a man, gave it their all. And they left the blood, sweat and tears on the pitch for him and for the Arsenal. And he may not have all the players that he wants yet. I think he needs a couple more transfer windows. But, boy, does he get the best out of the current crop that he's got now.
Khalid, I don't think he's a top manager yet.
Oh, no. Don't say that to Khalid.
No, he's got...
Don't say that to Khalid.
He's a manager that said there's a lot to prove, right? But I can see what
Khalid,
he's trying...
Perry right. Put Perry right,
see what he's trying to do, Khalid. I can see where he's trying to go. He's got to get rid of a load of deadwood. You know, we've had players on
100%.
big money, so he's got rid of that.
Hold on,
right?
Khalid. If that was me saying
right.
that, if that was me saying that, you'd be having a right pop back at me.
We're having a gooner off. You don't have to make us row, big fella. We're happy with what we're seeing.
No,
we're all right.
One sec, yeah. But I agree with you, Perry. But I promise you this, Perry, yeah. All the doubters, you see, Jason, Andy, all of these doubters,
they are doubting Thomas.
No, hold on.
They will understand
Khalid,
what kind of manager we
Khalid.
A couple more transfer windows, and this man will take us all the way.
Khalid.
And he will cement his position as one of the top managers in this league. I promise you that.
Khalid, when you say I'm a doubter, what am I doubting?
Well, I'll tell you what you're doubting. I'll go back to a simple, argument.
No, what am I doubting, though? You said I'm a doubter.
You're doubting it because you're saying Mourinho currently, for footballing reasons, is a better manager than Arteta.
Well, yeah, I think factually, I'm dealing in kind of facts here. You know, it's not an opinion.
Mourinho's on the way down. Arteta's on the way up.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
but how does that currently make him a better manager than Arteta? We're talking about current circumstances.
When you say I'm a doubter,
got knocked out to Zagreb, mate, after being 2.
Yeah, look, we all had a good laugh at that. Khalid, when you say I'm a doubter, right? I don't know, and no one does yet, how good Arteta can be. He's shown. There's been moments where you look at Arteta and think, yeah, I can see what he's trying to do. But in a year since he's been there. Where's he really taken Arsenal?
Won an FA Cup?
Yeah, has won an FA Cup. Yeah, well,
yes.
Martinez won an FA Cup.
I'm telling you.
What I'm saying is, in the league, where's he taken it?
Let me tell you, I can see an improvement. Khalid's a massive Arsenal fan, right?
And he says he's the second best manager in the league.
No, he's not the second. No, he's got the potential.
Put Khalid right before you put me right.
No, he's not yet, Khalid. But I know what you mean.
Khalid, you heard that?
Can I just say one? Can I just say one other thing, right? Just speaking to a few of these players that he's brought in, Odegaard would have never gone to Tottenham on loan. Gabriel, the defender, had a choice between going to Manchester United and came to Arsenal. These players, these players have chose to come to Arsenal on the back of phone calls with Mikel Arteta.
How do you know? How do you know what phone? How do you know what's happened on the phone?
I think
you've got his. How do you know that it's down to Arteta on the phone?
Because these players have come out and said it. They've said we've.
Well, he said we spoke to Arteta on the phone. That's the reason we're coming.
Arteta has persuaded us that Arsenal is the right club with the vision that he's got.
Well, they've got to say that, haven't they? They're not going to turn around and say anything different.
Jason, can you see Arsenal playing with a spirit, with a verve, and with a structure?
I totally can.
So that's where Arteta's taking us. You see where he's taking us.
Yeah, okay, but the league will tell you something different.
At the moment,
I know, but so in the league hasn't taken.
No, because we are a immature team at the moment in games and from game to game. So what Arteta's trying to do is put his stamp on it, leaving Aubameyang out, which is a big statement, getting the players that he wants, putting the younger players in, playing a style of football that he's not going to waver from. So he's learning his trade. But I can see after the shocking run we had earlier in the season where it was pretty dire, he's come out of that and we're gradually improving. Going 1-0 down against Spurs, right, in the North, where they should chuck another ball on. We were absolutely hammering them.
Yeah, you were.
And it was a 2-1 hammering. That Arsenal team wouldn't have done that a year ago. Going 3-0 down against West Ham and coming back to 3-3. That group of players that you had a year ago wouldn't have come back with that spirit. So I can see, right, if we win the Europa League, we've had
that's astonishing.
Very good season, right?
Yeah.
If we don't win the Europa League, it's been a bang average to poor season, and he will be under pressure next year to make us improve even more and get himself further up the league. But I can see what he's trying to do. I want him to see play two centre-halves, have his two main centre-halves where he swaps it around a little bit, and I think that gives you an instability. But I'm with Khalid. I can see where, as a fan,
Khalid's the second best manager in the league.
I wouldn't agree with him then on that. Not yet. Okay. He's got potential.